Meanwhile, the White House on Tuesday says the new sanctions package on Russian banks and oligarchs are just the beginning if Moscow escalates further against Ukraine. Western powers have long made clear the fate of Ukraine must not lead to a direct military confrontation with Russia and the potential of another world war.
Adding to the warnings, a set of sanctions targeting Russia and two separatist Ukrainian regions, Donetsk and Luhansk, were also announced by Australia, Japan, and Canada by taking a number of steps to isolate Russia financially.
Let me be totally clear. No Russian financial institution is safe if the invasion proceeds. We are ready to press a button to take action on the two largest Russian financial institutions, which collectively hold almost $750 billion in assets, or more than half of the total in the Russian banking system. If Putin escalates further, we will escalate further, using financial sanctions and export controls, which we've yet to unveil, but which are fully prepared to implement with allies and partners across the world. No one should think that it's our goal to max out on sanctions. Sanctions are not an end to themselves. They're meant to prevent large-scale human suffering that could involve tens of thousands of casualties in a conflict, and they're meant to prevent the installation of a puppet government controlled by Moscow that subjugates the will of Ukraine and prevents the people of Ukraine from choosing their own destiny and setting their own course.
Initially, we will impose travel bans and targeted financial sanctions on 8 members of the Security Council of the Russian Federation. Tomorrow morning, I will meet with the Governor-General here in Sydney, and I've spoken to him earlier today as a special Executive Council meeting to enable my government to impose those additional sanctions against Russia. These sanctions will significantly expand the scope of persons, and I stress entities, that Australia can list for targeted financial sanctions and travel bans. The sanctions will impose strong economic sanctions in the regions of Luhansk and Donetsk, targeting the following sectors: transport, energy, telecommunications, oil, gas and mineral reserves. We will be also moving, as the United States and the UK has, to sanction the Russian State Development Bank, VB, the military bank, Promsivac Bank, Rossiya, IS Bank, the General Bank and the Black Sea Bank. The Treasurer has spoken today to all of the CEOs of the major banks and to put them on alert to be aware of any suspicious transactions or things of that nature, and of course.
またこの問題に国際社会と連携をして対処する観点から我が国として次の制裁措置を取ることといたしました。1つ目はいわゆる2つの共和国の関係者の査証発給停止及び資産凍結、2つ目はいわゆる2つの共和国との輸出入の禁止措置の導入、3つ目としてロシア政府による新たなソブリン債の我が国における発行流通の禁止などであります。
So today, in coordination with allies and like-minded partners, Canada is announcing a first round of economic sanctions. We will ban Canadians from all financial dealings with the so-called independent states of Luhansk and Donetsk. We will sanction members of the Russian parliament who voted for the illegal decision to recognize these so-called republics. We will ban Canadians from engaging in purchases of Russian sovereign debt. And we will apply additional sanctions on 2 state-backed Russian banks and prevent any financial dealings with them. These sanctions are a major step and target those responsible for violating the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. And they will remain in place until the territorial integrity of Ukraine is restored.